Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. How is everyone? How are you doing there? How is business? Are we okay? Are we very, very fine? Yes. This is leader Kayinda Usaamah. I'm going to be a trainer today. I'm going to be teaching you about robotic settings. We're going to be learning. We are going to be learning about something about robotic settings. We are going to do robotic settings today. We are going to do robotic settings today. We are going to learn how to turn our robot into a cash cow. How do you design the best settings to make profits? Okay. How do you design the best settings to make profits? Those are the things we are going to be looking at today. We are going to be learning how to do that and make a lot of profits in Reiki business. Many people, there are things which are really disturbing them as they are doing their business. Like the settings, like choosing coins. Some of the people are trading one shot, and those who are trading cycle. So it's really a challenge which we are going to tackle today, as you are learning how to do your business very effectively. Huh? How to do your business very. So let me mute some people. Let me mute some people. Please, whenever you enter this room, uh, mute yourself. Hey, it's like entering a classroom as you are shouting. You will interrupt others. Okay. So today, we are going to be looking at robotic settings. What are the most important things to master in robotic settings? What are those most important things you should master doing robotic settings? What are those things you should focus on doing robotic settings, doing your trade settings, designing them? What are those things you should focus on? How should you divide your capital on whatever trading style you are using? Either you are trading one shot signals or you are trading cycle. What are those fundamental things you should look at as you are designing your trade settings for better results? Okay. Because the market today is very unpredictable. It is not as predictable as you think. So today the market is so good, tomorrow the market is bad, but it is not as so good as such and not as so bad as such. So at the end of the day, the market is 50-50 these days. Have you realized that? That you can go in floating loss and then boom, the market comes back and your coin sells. Please, whenever you enter the meeting, mute yourself. Mr. Francis, don't unmute yourself, please. So, what are those things you should focus on as you are designing your settings? Okay? We are entering a bull run. There are things you should master as someone who attends these trainings every single time. How comes okay, Leader Nabosa, she can hear us? I was really scared that she's sleeping in class. Anyway, all of you who have attended, thank you so much for attending the class. It's really amazing that you are learning with us, and that is very fantastic. For me, I know that you first learn, then you make the money. You know, learning means earning. After learning, you remove the L and it stays earning. You cannot make money without knowledge. Knowledge is money. Did you know that? Knowledge is money. I'm going to give you an example. Hmm? I'm going to give you an example. Look here. Think about it. If 10 years ago, you had information about crypto and you holded some of the coins, for example, or you were trading, how much money would you be having today? Don't you think knowledge is power? So I pity people who don't want to study, people who don't want to read, people who don't want to go in trainings. How are they really going to make it? How? How? For sure. I remember there is a gentleman last year. He joined my team. He was trading with very good money, $4,000. He traded Ethereum. Remember? So Ethereum by then was at $1,200. It was at $1,500. And then the market went down and Ethereum went almost to 1,000, 1,150. My goodness, the gentleman was really furious. You see the market, it is eating my money. I'm going to lose money. He was like, I'm going to remove my money. I'm like, don't remove money. The market will come back. The market will come back. Don't panic. He was like, what if it goes to zero? I'm like, no, it can't. It can't go to zero. How much is Ethereum today? Today, Ethereum is at almost $25,000. It is at 26,000. $26,980.60 right now. Someone sold it at a loss at 1,150. Hey, I say no. Why does that? Why? What do you think that happens? What do you think so? Eh? That happens because people don't want to study. People don't want to. People don't want to study. If people knew the power of information, we wouldn't be making a lot of mistakes. We wouldn't. But the reason because we don't want to attend the trainings, we don't want to learn, we end up making a lot of mistakes. Imagine, right now, Ethereum has doubled the money. If he had left his Ethereum, that was August. I remember August or July, something there. Today, that money would have doubled. He would be having at least $8,000 in case he didn't sell it. So please, my advice, leaders, always attend trainings. Training is going to give you confidence. Training is going to give you information. Trainings are going to help you learn more new things all the time. Rule number one, never sell your coin at a loss. That is rule number one. Never sell your coin at a loss. Never. Unless you have an emergency. Someone is dying and the only money you can access at the moment is the money in the trade. Otherwise, if it's not the case, leave your trades alone. Leave your trades to be. Eh? There is someone who said that a white man said, please let people be. Oh, it's a proverb. I don't know. So please never touch your coins. Let the robot do the job. Because the reason why you bought a robot, it's because a robot has no emotions. For you, a human being, you have emotions in the market. People make a lot of mistakes in the market because of the emotions. You have the emotion of fear and the emotion of greed. When you see the market going up, you want to inject in all the money. That is greed. The robot doesn't have that emotion of greed. It will do what it was planned to do. If you told your robot that the first buying amount is $50, even if the market goes so high, it will still use $50, not 2,000. But a human being, they are seeing OM going up, they panic, they put all the money at once, and then OM comes down, and then they panic and sell the coin at loss. And after selling the coin comes back up, and then they panic, they want to put the money back so that they recover their loss. After putting the money back, then OM comes back down. That's how people trade. Why does that happen? Two things. First of all, ignorance. Second, emotions. Emotions are very, very dangerous in our marketplace. So you have to be emotionless, be emotionally detached. And the only way of doing that is by letting your robot do the job. Let your robot do the job. I'm going to give you this strategy, this trading strategy. It's going to make you good money. I don't know whether some of you have ever tried it. This is your capital. This is your, divide your capital by 2. This goes to the first 4 margin calls. This goes to the rest. This strategy is going to make you money in both strategies, in both our trading modes, in the cycle and in signal one shots. Why? If let's assume my capital is $2,500 and trade, and then I decide that I'm going to trade, and then I decided that I'm going to trade 5 coins. I decided that I'm going to trade five coins. So that means each coin is going to use $500. Now, with my 500, this is the strategy. The 250 here, the 250 here. The 250 goes to the first buys, to the first 4 margin calls and the first buying amount. They use the 250. The 250 is a backup. What do I mean by backup? In case the market goes down, the robot will use the rest of the money to back you up in a bear market. In case the market goes bearish. So this is how we design it. So your $500, you get your 500, you divide it by, for example, by 10. The answer is $50. So this is the first buying amount. So you make first buying amount 50. The first 4 margin calls, make them use the rest of the $200. How? 50, 50, 50, 50. And make the first 4 margin calls to drop like 5%. So that means the margin calls, the margin call drop, you can give this 1, 1, 1, 2%. These are percentages. I'm going to do this live. Now, the rest of the margin calls, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those are 10, right? Those are 10 buys. So give these ones a bigger drop. Give these ones a bigger drop. For example, you can say, how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are 5. So you come here. Remember I told you that the standard measure should be 40%. Cover 40%. So we already deducted 5. That means we are remaining with 5. Now 35 divided by 5, the rest of the margin calls. Now that means this one will be 7%. 7, 7, 7, 7. All of them are using $50. So this strategy will make you money. Why? Because even if you are entering a signal, leader Zam, she has put a signal in a group. Let us trade Solana and we take 3%. Solana, in most of the cases, it will come back 5% and pick these first 4 margin calls. So that means always your $250 is going to be in the market. So if leaders had told us to take 3%, 3% of $250 is how much? So we get our 250 times 3%. That means we make $7.5. So whenever we enter trade, we get out with $7.5. $7.5, how much is that? I think that's almost 30,000 shillings. So the rest of this money is going to work as a backup. What do I mean by backup? So in case the market drops, we are trading Solana, and then Solana decides to go down. Solana decides, and then Solana decides to go down. It will keep buying margin calls. So the robot will be buying margin calls. So the robot will be buying margin calls, doing what? Helping you generate more quantity of this coin and at a better price. At a better what? At a better price. Are you getting my point? So imagine Solana, it went down 5%. It has injected in the $250 here we have talked about. And then the market starts to go down 7%. It buys more. 7%, it buys more. By the way, this will be a very big drop because this is almost 14. Another 14. That's a very big drop. So this will keep your trade in check. And my advice, stay in wall warehouse, not suburban mode or suburban real time. This is the system I've tested and it's working perfectly. Why wall warehouse? You will realize that the default settings of the robot are whole warehouse mode. Did you realize that? Royal Q trades in wall warehouse, their default settings. Why not me? Because these guys know better than I do. They're the developers of their robots. Why are they trading wall warehouse, not sub-bin or not sub-bin mode? Because wall warehouse cuts the negative whenever it buys more deep. So are you seeing those 77%? You will see that even if this coin is dropping at a higher rate, who have been trading WLD, people who have been using this strategy will testify that your WLD has been having a less negative, more than the rest of the people. Other people, their negatives have been so big, 40%, 30%. But people with this strategy, their negative has been 10, 8, 7. So they got out very fast the moment WorldCoin went up. They didn't delay in the market. That is the reason of this backup. For the backup plan. Backup plan has two advantages. First of all, to reduce the negative. To reduce the negative of the token. Second, to get more quantity. Quantity means more profits. Because I want you to imagine, Solana right now, it is at $100. So imagine that Solana right now, it is at $100. So if Solana goes down 40%, how much will it be? That means Solana will be $60. So your robot is buying Solana at $60. Didn't Solana do this? Let me take you to the trading view. I show you something. These things happen, by the way, always. And we have to keep learning from history. Are you seeing Solana doing it very well? Solana, by the way, is performing very nicely. I drew that yellow line, and I know that Solana will go back and hit it, and it's doing the good job. I want you to look down here where I have put my cross. Do you see how much is that price? That is 79. When was this? That was January 23rd. January 20. Today is 14th. Last month on 23rd here, Solana went down 30%. Solana went down 30%. 30%. Because the coin dropped. Actually, let me calculate it perfectly. The coin went from here, from the yellow line, down here. It went down 35%. That was last month. I want you to imagine we were having a whole warehouse and your robot was just buying, not selling. One thing I don't like the sub in real time is this, that the robot buys good price. It buys at a very good price and sells at a very cheap price. It is buying your Solana at a better price and then sell it at 1.3%. And you are injecting in even small money. Many people, their margin calls are buying with small money. It's money at $12, $15, $20. Now, the robot is buying it $20 and it's selling it at 1.5%. Let's look at this. The robot has injected in $20 and it has sold at 1.5%. How much is that? Are these the profits you are looking for in Royal Q? $0.3. Huh? So you are making only 140 shillings. This is not business. Let your robot buy at a better price. The problem we are having with our traders, we have unserious people in trading. For them, they want to see their dashboard reading profits daily, but bringing small money. Many people are funny. They want to see their robot making profits, even if it makes 0.3 a day, they are okay, as long as it's reading daily. Every day the robot misses to make a profit. They will inbox you, they will call you, hey, I don't understand my robot. This is not working. You're like, what's up? It missed 4 days. What's wrong? It missed 4 days, but it was buying. For me, I rather miss 4 days, my robot just doing the stocking. It is buying coins. On the 50th day, it sells all of them, and I make my good profits. I make my $50, $30, $100, depending on your capital. I think that's a better thing, right? Even if I make better sales just for 15 days in a month, even if I miss the rest of the 15 days, I will be making good money. And that is real trading. Not making the 0.3. Now, look at this coin. It dropped 35% last month. And you know what's up? It has come back again. Let's see. From there to now, it has gone back 44%. That means anyone who was trading it, meantime I was trading it, it is out already. Anyone who was trading it with the World Warehouse, they are already out. They have already taken their profits. Have you seen what I'm talking about? It went down 35%. It has already gone up 44%. And it's still moving up. You watch that coin. That's why I tell people, put Solana in cycle. You leave Solana to do the job. Don't get out of Solana. Give Solana its budget. Let it trade for you up to bull run. Even if you trade Solana in cycle and you give it take profit 5%, it will always deliver. It might not deliver daily, but it will always deliver, and you are not at panic of making your money in floating loss. This is a good project, Solana. Are we learning? So this $250, the half we have talked about here is going to be a backup, our backup plan. How? In case the market drops, we keep buying at a price. Can I show you another coin? There is this coin called OM. This one of the new coins which RoyalQ had just put on its board. Look at what OM has been doing. These are one-day candles. This coin goes up and then goes down. On this candle, it went up 40%, and then it went down for 3 days, almost 20%. 13 plus 9, that's how much? That is 22. So it went up 40%, it went down 20%. So that means even if you are trading this coin in cycle, when it goes down 20%, you are buying margin calls, you are stocking. Then on the next candle, it went back up 20%. You are getting out of the trade. The following trade, the following date went up 2%. The other date went down. So these are coins which are going to make you money. Even if you're trading in cycle, even if you're trading in one shot, you are going to make money and you are not fearing the market because you have a strategy. Kwangu linachi, kwangu lina strategy. Now let's go to our board. Tap my strategy settings. I've been teaching these things even era atalikwate alimanya kyali. You tap plus in the corner. We are going to design our settings. Someone has $2,500. Don't put all this money in one coin. Please don't. Please don't. At least give 5 coins. Divide by 5. At least. If I was you, I would even divide by, you can even divide by 10. And I give each trade 250. Or I divide by 8. And I give each coin $312. I trade 8 coins. If I trade 8 coins and each coin is having $300 as a budget, I'll make money every single time. Sure deal. Are you learning something? For me, my experience, I don't advise trading one coin. What if you trade Acro or Bake and it goes down? What will you do? But if I'm having many trades, I'll be closing deals of a certain trade every single day. Other trades are buying, some trades are selling. Those who have been selling today, tomorrow they are buying. Those who were buying yesterday, today they are selling. So I'm in a stream of trades. So you divide this by 10. The answer you get is the first buying amount. It was 31.25. You might usually do a round off. I do 32. Switch off the AI margin call. Margin call limit 9. 9. Not 10. Put 9. Take profit 2%, take profit callback 0.01, margin call limit here 1%, 1%, 1%, the last one 2%, the rest 7%. We already learned this and we calculated them together. So you come here, you give them 7% on the times, all of them give them 1 times. So these strategies are making money for sure. You try them, you will tell me this strategy is good and it makes good money. Then confirm. The buy-in callback, give it 0.1. We don't need any delay in our buying. So you can say that is your strategy. That is your strategy. This strategy is having two elements. First of all, your strategy has a good selling power. The $300 you have put in a trade, they were 312. You divided it by 2. Half of this money will always be in a trade whenever the market goes up, when it's not going down. So that means every time you take 2%, you take 2%, the robot will be bringing $3.12 all the time. All the time, you'll be making these dollars every sale. Stay in wall warehouse, not sub-bin mode. First, stay in wall warehouse. It is the tested system I have tested and it is working for me. So every time it will be selling, it will be putting 3 points, it will be giving back 3.12. Even if the market goes down, and buys several margin calls, realize that the robot is injecting in like $250. So whenever you make the 2%, you'll be delivering $5 all the time. Now imagine you are trading 8 coins. Okay? When you are trading 8 coins and at least 4 of them deliver, you will always be closing a deal with $20 in a day. You can. On the best day, have you ever seen a day when the market is green? The whole market is green. That means you'll be making $40 on a daily basis without hassle, without disturbing people, without crying floating loss in our groups. And you have time to go and build your team. You have time to go and focus on your business. You have time to go in Zooms and learn. Whatever strategy you are using, either you are trading signals for leaders or you are trading cycle for leader Kayinda Usaamah. For my trade cycle, I want to put my robot at work, I go and sleep. You know, when we are marketing the robot, we tell people that you buy this robot and go sleep and make money. We use this picture. Let me show you this picture. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Have you ever heard about this? If you don't find a way to make money in a way, you are going to work until you die. But with our robot, you can achieve that. So that is the strategy I recommend everyone to learn and do in your trade settings. You are going to make money. You are going to make money every single time, and the trades will not hit you hard. You won't have those big negatives in trades. Any coin you are trading, any coin, you will not have very big negatives. People have big negatives. When you look at them, you even get fever. Someone shows you a coin, it is negative 60%. But the moment you look at their drops, you realize why they are in 50%. First of all, they are trading sub in real time. I want you to know that when you are trading sub in real time, whenever the robot sells a sub sale, it will not reduce the negative you are having. But when you are in wall warehouse, whenever the robot buys a margin call, it reduces your negative. So that means you who would have been in negative 40, you are going to see your trade in negative 15% instead. So that means any retracement for you are out of bits, for you are out in that trade. More than someone who is not. That is the advantage. Unless someone has a question. Let me read some of the messages. Please give me this training on YouTube. It's over there on YouTube. Get serious. Go on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Let me share my screen again. Whenever we have these Zoom trainings, even the post I share in groups, it has a YouTube link. Go to YouTube. Search Royal Q Robot Game Changers. After that, tap the channel, subscribe. You see, whenever we are here, our trainings are live. This training is live right now. This training is live. So whenever we are learning anything, we stream these trainings live every single day. These trainings are here. Anyone who won't learn how to do this business, I don't know what they will tell God. Because all the information is there, recorded every day. Even if you missed, you can always go there and visit it. Okay? Hope I've answered you, leader. Okay. Why do we use 1% for margin calls? So that they buy faster. Why not 7% at others? Because others are backup. Others are backup. Okay? Other margin calls are backup. That's why for them they have 7%. The first ones, we want them to buy faster so that they can use our money for trading. Have I answered you, Francis? The first 4 margin calls, they can use 1%, and the last one 2%, and then the rest 7%. These 7% are backups. These first ones, they are in business. Because every coin you will ever enter, in most cases, it comes down and picks 5% negative. Did you realize that? That's why in the previous signals they were giving in groups, leaders would always put 5% margin drop. Do you remember? But I think when the coin is in all warehouse, it doesn't buy margin calls. As you have said, you think. It doesn't mean whatever you think is right. Do you know what margin call means? Do you know what whole warehouse means? Whole warehouse means the margin calls bought are not sold independently. They are sold at once. That's what whole warehouse means. Yeah? Whole warehouse means margin calls bought are sold at once. Sub-bin real time means margin calls bought from the 50th one to infinity, they are sold independently. That's the difference. He said first for margin call drops, calls take 5%, not 1%. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Athaman. It buys the margin calls, but after selling all positions, that's when you see the profits. That is sub-bin mode, not whole warehouse. Whole warehouse. Okay, that's true. Athaman, that's true. It buys margin calls, then sells at once, and you make the profit. And you make good profits, by the way. Leader, may I see the ratio? Oh, the ratio of the settings. Okay. Let me go back to the robot. This was the ratio. 1,112,777. You can even cram this. The ratio is 1%. 1%. One times. 1 times. 1 times, because these are 1 times the first buying amount. These are times the first buying amount. Please give me this training in YouTube. Yeah, it's there, sir. Please repeat again these settings. No, my dear, come on YouTube and rewatch it. But again, some leaders say warehouse is bad. I'm not some leaders. I'm Kayinda Usaamah. And every leader has their way of doing things, by the way. Okay? Every leader has their way of doing things. But just know that there is nothing bad on the robot which was put on the robot. Every option which was put on the robot was of our good to make profits. Every strategy works. Find what works best for you. Okay? I'm not saying my strategy is the best. Some other leaders might have a better. But I'm training you what I use, and it's working for me. I'm teaching you what I use, and it's working for me. That's what I teach you. I'm not teaching theory. I teach what I practice. So what is working for me is what I'm sharing to you, that you try it too. Do we have people who have tried this strategy? Anyone who has tried this strategy, tell us. How is it working for you? Anyone? Anyone in this training who has tried this strategy at least a week back or two? How is it working for you? Do we have anyone who has used this strategy before? Can I see your hand? All of us, we are new. Oh my God. Anyone who has tried this strategy? So that means these people, leaders, we are not trading. Do we have anyone in this training room? We are 28 people who have tried these settings in your trades and they have worked for you. Can I see you? Thank you. Leader Ogulu Tobias said, I tried Wall Warehouse. Thank you. With the Wall Warehouse, how about the settings? The settings I've given you. Who has tried them? That's those kind of stress settings. I've been teaching them, I think, now for 3 weeks. Eh? Who has tried them? Those settings. Have they worked for you? Fiona, tell us. Have they delivered? And how much were you using? If possible, you can switch on your mic and tell us in audio, if it's okay with you, or you can write what you want to do it. Tell us, Fiona.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so I started using it actually like 1 week ago, and I do not regret it. Actually, I have some people under me. We both use it and it is working for us. Now I'm even training some other people who didn't know it and they are liking it. Because at least every day, at least those, before I have some coins I had been in for so long because they use it big negatives, but I no longer see these big negatives in my trades now.
Fantastic. How much is that? How much is the capital?
I'm using for 3,000.
Wonderful. Anyone with 3,000 and use these settings, you will never regret. You will never regret this robot. I testify that. All my new people who join me these days, I don't bother. I just choose best 10 coins. Each coin we give it 300 and we put them inside. Bake, WRX, OM, AI, Sol, INJ, WLD, CFX. Which other coin? Do we have anyone who's trading them? You tell us. Those volatile coins. There are coins which are good, like WLD. It goes up, it comes down. When it is coming down, it is talking. When it goes up, it is selling. You will never regret. You will be making money every time. I'm telling you. Even if you're trading signals, Leadersam gives signals and you are putting them with those strategies. Ogenda kola sente. But be patient. Huh? Mostly people with small money. Be patient. When the market is down, I want you to put it in your head. The robot is talking. That's why it is buying margin calls. There are coins I like so much. CF, all those lists I've given you. They're like 10 coins. These coins are superb. They are really nice. They go up, sell, they come down, buy margin calls. For my call, it's talking. Well, in trading, in traditional trading, if I'm having a wholesale, I wanted to say wholesale, but warehouse is in my head. If I have a wholesale shop, after selling my stock, I go and buy it and stock again. Isn't what they do? Even my robot, for me, when I'm trading this strategy with my robot, it is the same idea which is in my head. Kati robot yange is stocking, now it's going to sell. People who are trading WorldCoin, you see what I'm talking about. WorldCoin has been stocking for some times now, for some days. Now it sold. The whole of yesterday, WorldCoin was selling, and I think even today. Then it is going to go back and stop, then comes back and sell. But when it finds you and you are having good capital with the other coins, you will be having deliverance every day without hassle. Thank you so much, Fiona. Keep practicing. Let's look for more capital. The goal is 6,000 now. Let's double the capital, Fiona. Okay. Who else has tried these settings and they have worked for you? Either in one shot or in cycle. The settings I've been teaching you. Who have tried them? Tell us, how have they worked for you? Anyone? Anyone else to share? I'm seeing a message here. Leader Athaman is saying, please mention the 10 best performing coins. INJ, Solana, CFX, those are 3. CFX, WLD, PEC, WRX. Those are how many? There are 6. OM, AI, Zai. Zai is XAI. Those are how many? Those are 8. We're remaining with the 2. Sometimes they get away in my head. Those are 8. You can take those at the moment. I'll keep giving you the rest. So those best volatile coins, put them. They will always deliver. There is another one, AVAX 9. AVAX is good. Even Link, it's good. Those volatile coins, you choose volatile coins, not these coins which are slow, like XRP. XRP is too slow. BTC, too slow. BNB, don't bother. Ethereum, don't. SHIB, don't. Doge, Doge is sleeping. Choose best performing coins. Give them those settings. You'll never regret. Karibanai, thank you so much. Thank you so much for learning. Unless someone has a question, but we are done. It's 1 p.m. Have a great time. See you at the top. See you next time in our next training. Yes. Have a good day.